So as you guys are coming on, you can type in what you guys did this week in training or in trading. If you took trades, type in how many trades you took, what you did for the week. And if you did not take trades, you can share what your experience was as a result of training, as far as what takeaways you got from training for the week, etc. So the recap is here mainly for the purpose of sharing our performance for the week and or sharing our experience and our growth from training from the previous week. So it's a very good way to reinforce everything that it is that we do day in and day out, week in and week out. Can never have too much reinforcement, too much repetition. There's really no such thing as that. So just wanted to put that out there. Took the words right out your mouth, huh? Yeah, we tend to do that to one another. All right, and I also need to put it in the chat. So let me do that now as well. Okay, so we pretty much got everything out there now. All right, cool. All right, so here we are. Another week. Good morning, Sherilyn. Good morning. Good morning, Kim. All right. So let me see. Damon said he was 0-0 for the week. Jay Carly 0-0. All the training back on my 21/7 for training. Right, 3 hours of sleep. There you go. Jay Carly said had a great week overall. That song, Don't You Know It's a Way of Life? Who's that by? Sherilyn says she was 0-0 for the week. Okay. Sherilyn, how was training for you this week? How'd you do in training? And also, let me know if you guys were able to attend live training. I know many of you are not able to, but if you were able to, listen to the replays or watch the replays, let me know that also. Let me know that also. All right, cool. Yeah, so let me see what else is here. Personally, for me, I actually took about 12 trades this week. I was 12-0. I'm doing multiple things, however. So some of the trades that I took were for the freestyle that I started when I finished Project 21. And other trades are just normal trades that I take in my regular size account. So for my regular size account, I took 6 trades. And for the freestyle that I'm doing, I also took 6 trades. So I took like 12 trades altogether. And don't let that throw you off because I'm taking an abundance of trades. I'm just making myself available more often on the platform just because I have the time to do so right now. Many times I don't do that, but if I'm focused on doing something at the time, like right now with the freestyle, I'm already halfway through on the freestyle. The freestyle is 24 trades, and I already took 12 since I started 12 days ago. So I'm kind of just doing it just to do it. Like I'm not even recording trades or any of that. I was like, let me just do this real quick, just to do it, just to sharpen the iron. You know what I mean? And just to have something else to kind of be able to talk about for the time being. Because the focus really is just rinsing and repeating what we do. You know, it's not about a challenge or a project. The only challenge or project that you really need to be concerned about is just training. Like, training is your project. What happens is, as a result of training, your execution becomes precise and your execution becomes flawless eventually. And through that, you then position yourself to be able to execute. And then when you're trading, it's business as usual. So it's like, it's not even a surprise or, you know, like something different that you're doing. This is what you've been trained to do. The level of training that you do is the same level of execution that you'll do when you actually begin to trade. So that's why training is so important. Jay Carly said, Project 21 about to be ramped up with distractionless observation. It's just rinsing and repeating. That's all it is. What's up, Stacy? What's happening, Winston? Winston said 0-0 for the week, but training hard and right. Also, where are you guys within Project 21? That's also what I wanted to mention to you. Let me know that also. Let me know that also, where you are within Project 21 as well. Yeah, Sherilyn, I understand. And, you know, I hope that whatever it is, that you're able to get through it and everything works out for the best. Damon said, did you learn something new about the market for yourself this week? I don't think I learned anything new about the market. I did learn something new about myself, though. That I did. I definitely did. And it kind of happens every week. Like every day, really, I learned something about myself. Not that I didn't know. When I say I learned something about myself, I became aware of something that I already knew, but it just came up into the forefront of my mind. It's kind of like what comes up from your subconscious up and just, you know, makes its way up to your brain. You know what I mean? Like that's a given, like every day, every week. That goes on all the time. Joshua said, I'll say where I'm at after I finish this go round. Okay. That works too. That works too. Tyler said, I'm here and I'm late. Jay Carly said that she hasn't been as focused in her observation, which she realized this week. Tyler said, my current mentality as well. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. Jamal, what up? Nothing wrong with that. Winston 7-0 for the week. Oh, no, that's math. Okay, you copied and paste. Oh, he's copied and pasting Matthew's weeks. He says 7-0. Last 3 weeks, Matthew at 11-0, 8-0, 7-0. That's 26-0 so far. TA, it works. Definitely does. Like see, and let me read what Damon says, and I'm gonna come back to what my thought was. He said that's why training, I'm starting to believe, is the path to self-discovery. The more you train, the more you discover. It definitely is. It like Damon, that's what I say all the time about training. It's like the people think that they're learning about the market. The market is a mirror that just shows you who you are with more clarity and even more intensity. The market is a mirror that you're standing in front of. That's why when you begin to interact and engage with the market more, you really begin to learn way more about yourself in that process, because the market is always the same. So it's not like there's something new that you're learning about the market. You already know pretty much all that there is to know about the market. You know that the market just does whatever it wants to do. Like, what else do you really need to know? The fact that it does whatever it wants to do means that you have two choices. You can either try to force your thinking on the market, which is the equivalent of when you look in the mirror, you trying to make yourself look like something that you're not. Like, just think about this for a minute. This is kind of deep right here. This is kind of ill right here, I must say. Imagine that you're looking in the mirror, and instead of seeing what's in the mirror, you're trying to act like you don't see what's in the mirror and project something else that's not real, instead of facing what you're looking at. That's the equivalent of when you deal with the market, trying to force what you want to happen in the market instead of accepting what the market does. Does that make sense? The market does what it wants to do at all times. You have to accept that. And instead of trying to force anything on the market, accept the fact that it does what it wants to, and then put yourself in alignment with that. That's the equivalent of you looking in the mirror. You see how you look. Whatever it is that you don't like about how you look, you can definitely make an adjustment, but you got to realize that that's you. When you look in the mirror, if you got a pimple, deal with your pimple. You can't be like, nah, man, I'm gonna just act like this shit ain't here. It is there. If you got a pimple, you might need to adjust your diet. You might need to adjust the way that you're, dealing with your face as far as your washing regimen, like whatever. You figure out what you need to do as far as making an adjustment, and then you make the adjustment. You don't deny that you got a pimple. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like how people will try to force their shit on the market and then deny that they're losing. Not only deny that they're losing, but denying the reason that they lost. I lost that one because the market did this. Nah. You lost that one because you chose to deviate from being in alignment with the market in the first place. That's what really happened. And this is what training does. This is exactly what Damon was saying a moment ago about self-discovery. He's right. You learning about yourself all the time, all day. You learning about your bullshit. You figuring out how much patience you really don't have. Right? You figuring a lot of shit out about yourself. And now you got to take the time to deal with yourself. It has nothing to do with the market at that point. There's a point that you reach where it don't have nothing to do with the market anymore. It has everything now to do with you. And this is where people begin to really, it's like, oh shit, I don't know what I'm doing. You got to just wait. You got to wait it out. It's a time game. You're going to have to keep pushing and pushing and pushing, pushed until you push through, because you can't get through without getting through. So Sherilyn said, I learned I'm patient as hell because I can't remember the last time I took a trade. Sherilyn, just keep training. If you ever feel like you don't know what to do, train more. I guarantee you that it works. It works. Yes, Walker said covering it up won't make it go away. Exactly. Right. You think because you put some, look, Tyler said a concealer. You think you put a little makeup on that shit that it ain't, it's not there now. It is there. It's still there. You want to act like you don't see that big ass pimple, but you know that it's there and everybody else sees it. But the difference is, if you're dealing with it, it don't matter that it's there. You're going to do what you need to do, and then you won't have no more pimple. That pimple or any other pimple later on, because you're actually going to fix the shit at the root. Let me make sure I ain't missing nothing. David said no Snapchat filters. Chris, what's good? Jay Carly said, you know what though? Training for me is never a problem. Tyler said, if you don't like what you're seeing in training, you're actually admitting you don't like yourself. Ooh. Said that mirror truth hurts. That's hard. Yo, he right about that one. Ali said, I'm still in study mode, observing, fitting it in my other studies, but I think I need to get some better earbuds because the ones I got die out too quick. They make better earbuds. Get some better ones, man. I got these ones called Monster. There's actually two that I like. One is made by a brand called Monster, and then the other one are called Raycons. The Raycons is official though. They're just more expensive. Tyler said, getting drunk to drown today's misery is 100% guarantee you'll still wake up to misery tomorrow. Be the change that you need. You know what's interesting about something that Matthew said? This was right around the time when he had unmuted and came on the training. And I think it might have been when he had came on and said he was talking about the Project 21. He might have just completed it maybe. And I think he came on and unmuted. And he said something very simple and very interesting, but very true. He said, I realized that I had to get out of my own way. Just like that. He didn't, like, it wasn't a drone, like, anytime he comes on, you thinking he's going to say all of this prolific, long, drawn out speech. And he just says simple shit that hits you hard. Because it's true. He said, I just got out of my own way. I made a decision not to lose anymore. It's like, what does that even mean? I got out of my own way? Like, you got to really think about that for a second. So you realize that what's in your way is you, not the market, not anyone else, nothing. You're in your own way all the time. Training helps you to break yourself down so that you can have enough strength to push yourself out of your way. Realize that your bullshit is yourself. Whether you want it to be or not, that's what it is. So because your bullshit is you, the only way to deal with the results of what you're experiencing is to push yourself out the way. Get out of your own way. That's what he means. Get out of your own way means get your bullshit out of your way. You're going to have to do that. You have to deal with that. We was talking about this yesterday on a live stream on YouTube. You know, when you think about what people be doing, like how easily they give up. You know, a lot of people they just don't give themselves enough time. You need time to deal with how long, like how old are you? You in your 20s, you in your 30s? That's 20 or 30 some years that you've been dealing with yourself, where you may not have been dealing with yourself. You just been actually just living out all of your shit that you've been indoctrinated to over the years. So when you finally begin to realize who you really are, and now you have this strength behind you, you think you just gonna push all of your bullshit, years and decades of bullshit out of the way just overnight? It ain't gonna happen. It's gonna take you time. It's gonna take you time. If you're 25, it took you 25 years to become who you are right now. It's gonna take you some time to unbecome who you became. It'll take you a little bit of time. You don't want to give yourself time at all. And this is what I mean about when people be leaving, when they quit. It's like, why would you leave the environment where it's exactly what you need to be around all the time in order to deal with yourself? Because you obviously can't do it by yourself. It's the same reason why when you outside of TA and you trade and you be losing. Then when you come into the environment of TA, you see, oh shit, we got a winning formula here. This is it right here. It's it, but you're going to have to put the work in though. Because although we winning, you still have to deal with you though. That's a hard pill to swallow for people. Hard. Walker said, becoming one with the market is more profound than I thought after yesterday's live. We use patience and discipline to wait for and capitalize on the market of getting in position of absolute probability of success. To become one with the market is to mentally put yourself in position of absolute probability of success. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. I done lost the comments. Damn. Let me come back. What up, Jay? Yeah, a lot of typos, but we did get it. Tyler says, sometimes we as humans just live and never really evaluate ourselves. Here with the market, you are either forced to fix yourself or forced to quit. Are you willing to get out of your own way, no matter what it takes? Damn. That hit hard right there. He said you're forced to fix yourself or forced to quit. Yo. So you see what it is people be doing when they leave. They not with it. They not ready to fix shit. They're not ready, man. And my thing with that is like, well, if you're not ready to fix you, when you going to be ready? It's you. How can you not be ready to fix yourself? I don't understand that. But it is what it is. Damon said, I think meditation is key because some of our problems are deeper than we think. And sometimes you have to leave TA training and do self-training from the ground level to be ready. And I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that. Because sometimes you have to block everything out. And I get that. I still feel like you should never leave you should never leave an environment that you know is productive for you. Even if you're not engaged in it. You still need to be around it, because when you're ready to finally deal with everything again, you need to be able to go right back into it. If you leave, what happens is now the flow of energy that was helping to prop you up, you left it behind. Now you got to start over. You don't want to. You got to start from scratch though. And that's hard. If you couldn't do it from the point where you was at before, what happens when you get knocked down lower and got to start from a lower point? Because that's what's going to happen. If you begin to internalize and self-reflect on everything that's going on with you without kind of reaching out and allowing others, and that's what TA is collectively. It's like when you reach out, you get something back that you are going to be able to use for yourself to help to keep you up. If you can't stay propped up and you get pushed down lower, it could be very dangerous for you. Very dangerous. Because it's like if you get too low, who's there to help to bring you back up? And I'm just like right now, I'm more so talking about the power of just being in an environment. It's kind of like how somebody that want to stop drinking go to AA and then they leave AA. Why would you leave? Even if you still drinking, you should stay there. Yo, I fell off the wagon. Fuck, I fell off the wagon again. Because you got to talk through your bullshit. As soon as you leave AA, it's kind of like over for you. You're not going to stop drinking now. At least you have a chance to stop with support. Oh boy. Oh boy. J. Carr said, no one understands what we do but us. I think I missed something. Ali said, you right. It's your network. It's your net worth. Because nobody I know personally trades on NADEX. Exactly. Exactly. You can't even talk to nobody about no trading. And I mean, to me, it gets deeper than that, because aside from trading, you go through personal shit also. Even though to me, it's all the same. Like, I don't separate trading from life. Me personally, I believe that they're intertwined and interconnected, because I believe that the market reflects everything in life that holds a mirror up to you to show you yourself. That's what I believe, which is crazy, but that's what it is. Oh, let me read what Tyler just said. Tyler said they'll keep floating until they realize. Well, I got to make this brighter. They realize, all right, this corporate ladder is really not me. Once again, so they accept the fact that they need maintenance. Even with our cars and homes, we hate admitting the need to have maintenance. So denial begins to climb. Denying one's ability to be free, tightening the shackle even more. Exactly, making it worse. Damon said, right, Mark, I agree to take back that TA training part, but yes, this is a conductive environment for all building. Absolutely. J. Carly said, I took a break from what was causing me too much distraction, but never training. Right. Do not leave your support system. Yo, I'm telling you. I've like, there are horror stories that I've seen and bear witness to for people who drink. that got into AA or got into a program. While they were in the program, they went through their ups and downs, of course. They always had the support, and if they fell back, there was always someone there to catch them, to help to lift them back up on their feet. Regardless, the people that leave, the type of shit that they end up going through, it becomes even worse than the drinking. Depression, thoughts of suicidal thoughts. I'm just talking about the spiral downward. It's kind of like a support system is a floor. It's a floor. When you fall, it's a floor. You take away the support system, when you fall, it's a spiral. That shit is a bottomless pit. Think about that. You can reach a point where you can never come back. You can never recover because you too deep. You don't even know where the fuck you at now. You don't even know where you are now. That's how deep you've fallen. With the support system, you always hit the floor and you can get back up. This is what I'm saying about a support system and being in an environment where it's productive for you. Regardless of what you're going through. Regardless, it doesn't matter what you're going through. Everybody is going through their level of shit. But that support system is there for a reason. That's why it's called support. And when you let that go, the bottomless pit is fucking... That's exactly what it is, bottomless. And that shit is scary. Scary, man. I'm telling you. Tyler said, TA, the almanac, true aspirations, truly aware, timed appropriately. The answer. The answer. The fuck, man. Joshua said, I couldn't see myself leaving TA before fixing my mindset to become successful in it first. Same thing applies to everything else, relationships, job. It's my responsibility to fix myself as a contributor to the overall issue before leaving the issue, so that the issue doesn't follow me into my next circumstance, opportunity, relationship, etc. The closer that you become to the answer, and I appreciate that shit, Tyler, that's hard. The closer that you get to TA, to the answer, right? The more that you begin to realize that you are the answer. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. You are the answer. I'll just leave it at that. I'll leave that right there at that. J. Carr said, I get emotional when I think about how much support I've been giving here. It's endless. JT, O&O still got my balance. Excellent, man. Excellent. And then, see, that's another thing too. Like, there's no rush when you're dealing with the process. Training is built and designed to put your process in position. You got to put your process in position before you get in position. Oh, shit. Damn. You got to put your process in position before you get in position. Shit. Tyler said, people are like, how do you do it, man? Just send a snapshot of your face. Exactly. Oh man. David said, Mark, you about to break the matrix. The Agent Smiths are watching now. Shit. They been watching. They been watching, man. Gia J. Carly, giving and giving. Both. See, that's another thing. Walker said goodnight. Yo. Cause I'm like, I know I'm not bugging out. I'm like, I know it's not me. I know that it's not me. Come on, man. It's like this shit it's like it's so simple that the mere simplicity of it makes people and forces people damn near to confuse it on purpose because they not ready to actually deal with the freedom. It's almost like they self-sabotage everything on purpose so that they don't become free. That's what I be feeling like. I'm like, what are you doing? Are you trying to fuck it up? Like, I don't understand what you're doing. Come on, man. Todd said, get your process in position before you get into position. That's hella hard, man. JT started school this week too. If I don't make me happy, it has no place in my life. Yep. Walker said, we naming the TA party boat Nebuchadnezzar. Come on, baby. J. Carl, you got the screenshot? Rich said, know before you can do before you can have. Shawnee, what's good, man? Jelani, what up, man? Shawnee said, yesterday's live was fire. Yeah, this one is getting a little hot too. Shit. Crazy, man. Crazy. See, another thing that people tend not to realize when it comes to accountability and responsibility, right? Until you realize that the whole point of you becoming free is to, in turn, become part of the loop that sets people free, you won't be free. Oh, shit. Fuck. Jesus. You gotta let that marinate for a second. Let it marinate, damn it. I gotta rewind that. That energy right there is crazy. Hold on. Let me say it one more time. Until you realize that the whole purpose of you becoming free is so that you can become part of the system that makes people free. Your freedom is not even for you. You think your freedom is for you. This is yo. It ain't for you, bruh. The longer you think it's for you, the longer it will take to get it. What did Jesus say? He who humbles himself will be exalted. You have to humble yourself and your personal desire to want freedom. Because it ain't really for you. The purpose of you being free is to become part of the loop that makes everybody free. You being free is the fruit of being in the loop. It's really not the goal. The goal is for everybody to be free. That's the goal. But you can't become part of that until you become free. So you have to attach yourself to this to become free. So now when you're part of the loop, you're giving and getting. Come on, man. You think you're going to just be able to take from it and not give back to it? This is why people never get the freedom. They never realize that they have to sign on for that. They in it just for themselves. Think about what I do. Just, if you don't believe me, just think about me. What do I do? Day in, day out. When I don't have to do it, what do I be doing? Just think about that. That will, right there, help you understand why TA is the answer. Yo. Come on, man. Come on, damn it. Come on. Come on. People still trying to figure out why we keep growing and elevating. Come on, man. You still trying to figure it out? He who humbles himself will be exalted. Just listen to that. You want to be the man? Your goal should be not to be the man. And that's how you become the man. Yo, let me get the fuck out of here. I'm out, man. Jesus.